Hello, Steve here from dudehack.com. Today we're going to be talking about Tinder Plus. So you want to find out about Tinder Plus, maybe its features, how it works, its cost, its value. Look, we are going to cover all of that, but first, just a little bit of housekeeping. My name is Steve Morley. I am the owner of dudehack.com, which is your online dating resource for dudes and dudettes covering everything online dating and just dating in general. So if that interests you, go ahead and check it out. And if at any point throughout this video you think, you know what, I want to try something other than Tinder, Tinder Plus, Tinder Gold, Tinder Platinum, I think there's a better dating app, I actually agree with you, and I recommend you take my full free dating quiz, which will tell you exactly what dating app would suit you better. But you are here to find out about Tinder Plus, so let's get into that right now. Today we're going to be covering all of Tinder Plus's features that are included, its cost, and whether or not it's worth it, at least in my opinion. Now, if you're not too familiar with what Tinder Plus is, essentially it's one of Tinder's 3 membership tiers that they have at this current moment. In fact, Tinder Plus was Tinder's first membership program and it is its current cheapest. That definitely doesn't mean it's bad though, being cheap. It still does come with a few features which we will run through soon. But first, you might also be wondering about Tinder Gold and Tinder Platinum. If you want to watch my latest video on Tinder Gold, I will put it up right here. Also, you might be wondering about Tinder Platinum, which is Tinder's latest subscription model and also its most expensive. And I did a full 7 days of using Tinder Platinum and basically reviewed whether I think that's worth it or not. So I will also put that video above right now. But for this video, I'm assuming that you are only interested in Tinder Plus and what is covered within that and what you get with it. So look, let's jump into that right now. With Tinder Plus, you get unlimited swipes or likes, you get rewind, you get the passport feature, you get 5 super likes a day, you get 1 boost per month, and no ads. Now, before we dive into those in a bit more depth, remember with Tinder Gold, yes, you do get a few more features too. In fact, they are seeing who likes you and you get something called top picks. Remember, if you want to find out about Tinder Gold, go and watch that other video that I linked before and I will put it down in the description below. And with Tinder Platinum, you get something called prioritized likes. You can see everybody that you've swiped on the last 7 days, and you can send a message before actually matching with somebody along with a super like. And last reminder, if you do want to find out about Tinder Platinum or Tinder Gold, go and watch those videos which I've put down in the description below. But let's run through all of those features, what they mean and what you actually get with them right now. First, you get rewind. Now, I'm sure you know what rewind is at this point. It's essentially an undo on the last swipe. If you accidentally swiped left, yes, you can undo that, get the person back and swipe right. If you were a little bit liberal with your swiping and you accidentally did swipe right on someone that you probably wouldn't have, then you can also undo it in that instance. Next, you've got unlimited swipes, and well, I'd say the name says it all. Basically, you won't get that annoying message popping up that you have run out of swipes for that day and you can swipe till you can't swipe no more. Next, you get 5 free super likes per day. If you're not sure what a super like is, it's essentially just something a notch above a normal like. It's a bit of an expression of interest showing that you were extra into that person, and it makes you stand out from the pack because a little blue star will pop up around your match. With Tinder Plus, you will be given 5 of these, and if you have used them, they will regenerate every 12 hours. My suggestion when it comes to super likes is to save them when you do come across somebody that is just your type for something that's unique and special to you. For example, a hobby that you really both are passionate about. What I'm basically getting at is remember that Tinder does put a lot of their most popular and most swiped users right at the front of this swiping deck. So those users are probably quite used to getting super likes all the time. If you save it for someone that sort of ticks off something that's special on your list, I don't know what that is, but basically that super like would have a much better success rate doing it that way than just swiping on the first 5 attractive people you come across. Next, you've got no ads, and I think that kind of says it all. You won't have any annoying ads popping up whilst you swipe. Next, onto the passport feature. Now with the passport, essentially what that is setting your location to another place in the world. So even if you wanted to move over to the city next to you, you could do so. Or if you wanted to wind up in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, you could do that too. It doesn't really matter what location you pick. Essentially whatever country tickles your fancy, you can put that in and start swiping in that area. Now, really, when it comes to the passport feature, I think it is useful if you are doing a lot of traveling and things like that. But really, at the end of the day, I think it's just a neat little feature to see what's happening on the other side of the planet. And last but definitely not least, you do get one free boost a month. Now you could argue that one a month maybe isn't enough, but the boost feature is arguably one of the most powerful features out of everything that I did just list. Essentially what it is putting you as one of the most popular profiles, or essentially just boosting your profile a little bit more than usual for a period of 30 minutes. So what that means is you will get many more eyes on your profile for 30 minutes. And I have noticed as well that you do get what I like to call a little bit of a hangover boost. That means that you do see a few likes rolling in after the boost is actually over. So essentially for about 30 minutes to about an hour, you do have a somewhat boosted profile. More eyes will get on it, and inevitably that hopefully means you're going to get more matches. Now, those are basically all the features that do come with Tinder Plus. So let's work out whether that's worth it or not to you by running through the costs right now. Now, Tinder has got in a little bit of strife for this in the past, but for some reason it seems like they still are doing this in the US, and that is basically giving different prices for different ages. What I'm basically getting at is if you are below 28 years old, you are paying a lower price than if you were above 28. And just keep in mind that that is completely subject to change. Last time I checked here in Australia, that wasn't the case. I believe there was actually even maybe a class action lawsuit or something around it. I could be completely wrong. But what I'm getting at is that price is subject to change for a number of reasons, like maybe age or location and things like that. Also, what I am about to go through is in US dollars, and remember, is the price for the US. So I will run through the differences for someone who is under 28 and then over 28, but they are the same in that you do have to select either 1 month, 6 months, or 12 months of subscription. If you are under 28, you can land yourself a membership for 1 month at $9.99, and that does go down the more months that you do get. So for a 12-month membership, you're looking at around about $4.50. If you're over 28, that's starting at $19.99 for a 1 month membership. And if you do go up to a 12-month membership, you're looking at around about $6. Now, those prices I just said were me sort of trying to remember that off the top of my head. So right now I will pop up a graph of all the different prices for under 28 and over 28 right now. If you want to spend a bit more time looking at them, just press pause. So the moment of truth now that we do know the cost, is Tinder Plus worth it? Now look, that really does come down to you and what you do want to get out of Tinder. For me, the features of Tinder that you do really want access to is number one, boost, maybe some super likes, but probably, in my opinion at least, the most powerful one is seeing who has liked you first, which is a Tinder Gold feature. But seeing as you can land a membership for around about $4 to $6, depending on what age you are, and it does have some cool features like passport, in my opinion at least, I do think that Tinder Plus is worth it. Now, a little bit of a spoiler alert, in that video where I do use Tinder Platinum for 7 days, I wasn't that impressed with the outcome. So in my opinion, using Tinder Plus is probably a better idea in terms of saving some money when you do compare it to Tinder Platinum. But I do think probably that happy medium is Tinder Gold. But also, with all of that being said, I do think that there are better dating apps out there. So remember, take the free quiz below, which will tell you what dating app suits you best. So that basically wraps up the video for today. I hope that's cleared up some of the questions you had around Tinder Plus and its features and its costs and things like that. If you have enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you did press the thumbs up button and even subscribe. It would make my day. But until tomorrow's video, guys, be safe, stay well, and I'll see you later.